Thank you for joining the baddest YouTube channel in the world. This is Rod OG, live from the OG community. How we doing this morning, fam? Well, I'm having a terrific day. I hope all my people out there in the OG community is doing well. But I got another banger for us today. But before we get in this, let's make sure everybody stopping through is hitting that subscribe button and hitting that bell notification so the videos can come straight to you. And for my day one OG community members, let's make sure we hitting that hype button so we can get these things pushed out through the algorithm. But without much ado, let's get into it.
The earth-shattering of news that NASA announced last night that they came across on the surface of Mars a human footprint. The Curiosity rover that's been on the surface of Mars since 2012 decided to go on a joyride last night by itself, and it was misfunctioning. And when they got it into control, the director of NASA was like, "What is that?" Zoom in on that, and they zoomed in, and this is what they saw: a human footprint fossilized in the rock beddigers on the surface of Mars. And now the scientific community is in a tizzy, and they're baffled to how it got there. And so humans probably lived on Mars a long time ago. So now they're sending a mission of Mars of 3 astronauts. They said they'll send in the next 3 years to go look at this in person, take DNA samplers so they can look at the 14 fiber strands that may be left behind in this footprint to see if they are a DNA match or relative of ours. But this changes everything we know about humanity, everything we know about space.
They found another planet has life. This is the most evidence they've ever got.
Scientists have found the strongest evidence yet that a planet 124 light years away could be home to life.
It's 2 times bigger than Earth. It's very far from us, but it has this gas called DMS, and that gas is found on Earth in oceans. So that whole thing, they said, it's gonna be water. It's 2 times bigger than Earth. The shit they have there is probably like the megalodon, like the real like
NASA just confirmed it. We might already have a new home. Imagine waking up to endless lush forests, crystal clear oceans, and golden sunlight. A true paradise. Welcome to Kepler 22b, Earth 2.0. Twice the size of our planet, orbiting a sun very similar to ours, in the perfect habitable zone. Humanity has already begun building here, beautiful dome cities living in harmony with nature. But here's the thing, nobody talks about, what if we're not the first ones here? Paradise or trap?
Did you know that a 17-year-old intern at NASA discovered a new planet? Well, now you know. 17-year-old discovered a planet 6.9 times larger than Earth on 3rd day of internship at NASA. If I worked at NASA, I would be pissed off, because what do you mean this kid has only been here for 3 days and he already discovered a new planet? I've been here for 25 years and I've been looking at the same ugly-ass, dusty-ass planets, stars, and moons and shit. And the planet he found looks like an Easter egg. Now, you know this is space, so even if it looks pretty, it's still bad. All those colors are probably just a bunch of toxins and noxious gases mixing up together. This is Wolf Kokier, by the way. If I pronounce your name wrong, I do apologize. But he's the one who discovered that festive-looking planet. The planet is called TOI 1338b. Y'all could have called it something else. Let's think of a better name for this planet. It looks like a bunch of wet paint dripping on a paper. Call it the wet paint paper planet. Call it Crayola. Well, Crayola makes crayons. Why doesn't Crayola make paint? I feel like that's a missed opportunity. But I'm going off on a tangent. Anyway, that's your new planet that a teenager discovered. Do you like it? Let me know in the comments.
Open your eyes.
NASA just discovered a new planet. And you know what? I'm not even going to finish the caption. That's a titty. That is a titty. That planet is Chocolate Areole. I'm sure that the only language they speak on that planet is Milky Way. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a ramen shop and the only drink that they served was nipple sake. My God. I wonder if they have like a duplicate planet. Like we have Earth 2. I wonder if they have like a, Tit 2,
Boy, do y'all see that planet? They could call that planet Nippleopolis. Oh, Lord, boy. OG community. What names y'all got for it? Put it down in the comments.
Man, I'm getting tired of NASA for real. Every time I look up NASA and found something, discovered something, but we can't see it. We can't never see the video. Where is the video? It's 2025. We tired of hearing word by mouth. All this technology and we gotta keep hearing you. We discovered something new. But we ain't getting no pictures, no proof. At this point, I don't even want to see the pictures of the videos. Cause y'all can edit that. Y'all can have AI do your thing. NASA need a museum with all of this stuff that they be finding so we can go personally go see it and touch it. Now I gotta hear y'all talking about y'all done found life on Mars. Man, y'all been saying that for like 20 years. Maybe even 50. I don't know about y'all, but I can't trust people like that. People that always want to tell you that they found something or they got something, but then they hide it behind their back. You can't see it. I can already tell you what happened. The reason why they want to keep it such a secret, because they still trying to figure out how these people on Mars was black. Come on now, if they was white, they would have been showed them, bro.
NASA has named Planet X Planet 9. They found the planet in an strange elliptical orbit around our sun. It is 4 to 6 times larger than Earth, but they found another solar system beyond Pluto, and it's crazy because this solar system is within the inner Oort cloud. So astronomers and astrophysicists are starting to ask questions like, where are all these planets coming from, these rogue planets and these rogue solar systems coming from? So they discovered something crazy, and all the astrophysics books are being rewritten because they discovered that when you look up in the night sky with no light pollution, you're not seeing the Milky Way. You're seeing the Sagittarius dwarf galaxy, which is being merged with the Milky Way galaxy. We're actually absorbing a smaller galaxy, not the Sagittarius constellation, the Sagittarius dwarf. And right where our solar system is, and where is right where the two meet, where we've been dropped into this location. So even our solar system itself is alien to the Milky Way galaxy. And in 5 billion years, we're going to absorb Andromeda. We'll be Milkomeda in 5 billion years. So this is something that won't naturally happen.
Strange things are happening around the world that seem to break the laws of nature. Mysterious phenomena. Strange crystal balls on beaches. And terrifying sounds coming straight from hell. This video is a compilation of some of the most inexplicable events caught on camera around the world. A man was driving when he captured this breathtaking moment in the Noto Peninsula in Japan. It looked as if the earth itself was breathing, as the tiles on the pavement and road slightly rose up and then settled down again. Stunned by the sight, he stayed there for a while, watching until the ground returned to normal. Then he quickly shared the video on Instagram, leaving viewers wondering about how a solid road could move up and down on its own.
Hey, what?
Flaring sky. This bizarre phenomenon occurred in China on the 16th of February, 2025. Everything seemed normal until strange glowing objects suddenly lit up the sky, appearing like flares of light moving toward the earth. Some spectators panicked and began to run. while some managed to film the moment. Otherwise, no one would have believed that something like this had happened. Later, experts claimed on the news that these objects were meteorites falling from the sky. Squishy gout. A group of friends was exploring the outskirts of a town in North America when they stumbled upon a strange patch of land that moved like a trampoline. As they walked across it, the ground shifted beneath their feet, as if air or water were trapped under the grass. One of them recorded a video and posted it online, asking viewers what this phenomenon could be. One viewer explained that it happens when a pocket of water becomes trapped beneath the grass surface, forming a squishy and jiggly earth. This often occurs after heavy rain or irrigation and can happen on newly grown grass or in areas with poor drainage or compacted soil. Sometimes it can even signal an irrigation leak or buried plastic. Mysterious river. A tourist captured this incredible moment in Zhejiang, China. The river was running quietly when all of a sudden, a strange pattern of waves appeared on the water's surface. Curiously, he asked one of the locals, who told him that this was actually the Qiantang River, famous for its fish-scale tides, a rare and breathtaking natural phenomenon in which an incoming tidal bore forms spiraling, overlapping waves that look like shimmering fish scales on the water's surface, creating a shocking optical illusion. Strange spherical object.
Did you know that all over the world, something unusual is happening with the oceans? The water is noticeably pulling away from the shores and not rushing trench on TikTok.
Y así son millones y millones y millones de arañas patonas en este árbol nada más.
The Ouzoud waterfall in Morocco dramatically changed colour during the flood. What was once clear water turned into a muddy torrent, leaving people stunned by the sight. Imagine this, a heavy downpour has washed away the soil to the point where a slow-moving stream of water can shift a huge section of land. That's how a massive landslide happens. In a public park in China, visitors have discovered a truly unusual tree. Its trunk looks like it's woven from a wooden web, as if dozens of thin branches have fused into a single living organism. just one lightning strike can do this to a tree. In a fraction of a second, the wood bursts into flames.
This will make you question reality entirely. Last night, portals appeared in multiple locations across the United States. It wasn't a lighting effect, nor was it an illusion. Surveillance footage and on-site videos show the door floating in midair as if torn from the fabric of space, with light and shadow swirling inside that didn't belong to this world. Most bizarrely, some claimed to see another street beyond the door, but the sky was a completely different color and there were no stars. Scientists arrived on the scene and immediately cordoned off the area. They said that a spatial portal might indicate that the physical laws we understand are incomplete. If it can connect to another dimension or even a parallel universe, it's like a weak point in the structure of the universe suddenly collapsing. Authorities have not provided any official explanation. They only said that everything is still under investigation. But the video has already gone viral online, and countless people have gathered at the street entrance.
Crazy things happening around the world right now. First, a couple was featured on CNN after discovering a tomato in their backyard shaped almost exactly like a duck. What seemed like a simple garden surprise quickly caught national attention and spread across social media. Second, reports indicate that dogs living near Chernobyl have shown a noticeable bluish tint in their fur. The unusual coloration has sparked curiosity and prompted discussions about possible environmental factors. Third, former NFL quarterback Tom Brady decided to clone his pet dog 2 years after its death, reigniting debate over the ethics and growing accessibility of animal cloning technology. Fourth, strangers came together to raise $1.7 million for a veteran who lost his pension in 2012 but continued working despite the setback, highlighting the power of online collective support. Fifth, in the past 2 decades, the number of journalists dedicated to local news coverage has declined by roughly 75%, raising concerns about the weakening of community-based reporting.
Let me tell y'all a true story, B. So, but watch this video to the end. I don't know what's going on out there, but something strange is happening. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go. Listen carefully.
Parts of Mexico and southern Texas. We just don't know. Even Louisiana could be in play at this point. A very unpredictable storm this is. The dragon has been released.
What?
Back to you. Not only Robert more dragons to comment for that.
Stop playing with me, son. What are you talking about? The dragon has been released? Then the other guy said that there's more dragons to come? What do you mean by that? Did you guys see the dragon that was on top of the Empire State Building? Look at this. Stop playing with me, son! Well, you don't think this shit is funny at all. This is very, very questionable. Let me give you guys a closer look of this dragon on the Empire State Building. Come on! This doesn't look like a dragon. This is looking like something else. Stop playing with me, son! TikTok is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what's going on here. But these ain't the only people that are showing dragons now. Let me show you where else they got another dragon. Come on! Right now, this is in Grand Central Station. Stop playing with me, son! What the f is going on here? Why are these people showing all this dragon stuff? Do you know why? Because I don't know why. But trust me, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let me show you what the New York Stock Exchange is showing as well. Come on! All must choose. Stop playing with me, son! What is that? And what does that mean? I think I know what it means. All of us must choose. Good or bad. Stop playing with me, son! What else could that mean? There's gonna be a big choice coming up one day. Are you ready? This is crazy. Let me show you something else. Come on. Another dragon in NYC. Stop playing with me, son! What does this mean? Because we all know dragons don't mean nothing good. But don't worry, True Story is gonna get to the bottom of this. If I ever see a dragon flying in midair while I'm outside, it's not gonna happen.
Sand with it, resulting in this. Well of Demons. A man in an undisclosed location came across a well in the middle of the desert. He heard sounds coming from it and decided to remove the lid. The screams that followed were scary, to say the least. It got worse when the same eerie incident was captured near the Euphrates River. This got people coming up with different theories. A few said they were the screams of demons from hell. Some said it's one of the signs of the end days. Whichever of these theories is true, these demonic screams are really creepy. Air-raising phenomenon. Tourists visiting Kumtog Desert experienced a bizarre and extraordinary incident. As you can see in this footage, their hair began rising out of nowhere. As soon as this group of tourists reached the top of the desert mount, their hair stood up and an odd static-like sound started coming from the area. The event made people spooked out, but the reason behind this event was the electric charge of the clouds hovering above them. Whatever. The reason, the sights sure look mystical. Mysterious pattern. Here is some extraterrestrial mystery that remains unsolved. In 1990, a mysterious pattern started appearing all over the Oregon desert. And what makes it so cryptic is the fact that it was found on a dried-up lake bed.
It has everybody talking. I mean, this is just something that, it chills you.
Many conspiracists confirmed that it was the work of aliens. Even military officials who discovered the pattern said they were mystified by it. And to this day, there hasn't been any explanation provided by authorities on what or who created this enigmatic pattern. Strange things are happening around the world, and they're not the typical kind of weird. From unexplainable phenomena to rivers turning red and unusual sightings that make no sense. These videos captured shocking things happening across the globe. Late July 2025 brought an unsettling scene to southern Ukraine. In provinces like Zaporizhia, enormous swarms of locusts poured through the skies. So dense they looked like dark shifting clouds. Within minutes, farmlands were stripped bare, and the insects even pushed into the cities, covering streets and buildings in a moving blanket of wings. Farmers raced to protect what little was left, but the swarm's size made it almost impossible to fight back. Farmers are still in a race against time to contain what could become much worse for their crops. Forest anomaly. A bizarre animal phenomenon took place in China on the 21st of August 2025, where millions of silkworms were found in the middle of the forest. What unsettled people wasn't just the sheer number, but the fact that they were found randomly in the wild. Silkworms are raised on farms in Southeast Asian countries like China for silk production, and are not found in the wild, especially in such massive swarms. The local who captured the incident reported it to China Wildlife Conservation Association, who haven't been able to identify the reason behind this strange incident. Unstable Yellowstone Basin. A hydrothermal explosion erupted at Black Diamond Pool in Yellowstone's Biscuit Basin on 31st May 2025. It sent water and debris hundreds of feet in the air, which was all captured by a tourist. The timing was unsettling because just a year earlier...
How would you react?
It's getting stranger and stranger out here. I'm trying to tell y'all. You better get your things in order. You better make sure you're living right. Things is getting real crazy. And I would hate for some of y'all to be in regret at the end of the day. So prepare yourself. Because the time is coming. And it's coming fast. You see all this crazy shit going on out here? It ain't a coincidence.
This video comes from the dark web. It was posted recently. In this video, we see a very strange thing happening, which is paranormal.
amazing discovery by NASA to tell you about. The space agency says it has found what it's calling Earth's cousin, the most similar planet to our own they've ever found.
It's what astronomers call a Goldilocks planet. Not too cold, not too hot to hold water needed to sustain life.
Far beyond the familiar stars of our night sky, in a quiet region of the constellation Leo, a faint change in infrared light reached Earth after traveling for more than a century through the darkness of space. At first glance, it looked like just another data set, one more stream of numbers among trillions collected by humanity's.
So my question is, so say we can make it to these far out Goldilocks planets that they swear is going to be habitable for the human race. What are we going to do when we get there? The same thing we did to the Earth? Destroy it with pollution, tear the natural resources from it till it starts to die. So we're just going to go from planet to planet to planet, killing them. Something going to have to change. And that's the people in charge. They're not making the right decisions. We can't go to another planet with these same damn reptiles in charge, making bad decisions. Not making decisions for the human race, making decisions for their own greed. That's what's going to need to change.
Powerful telescope, but hidden inside that light was something no one was prepared for, a chemical signature that does not belong to rocks, oceans or storms, but to life itself. The James Webb Space Telescope had just detected a world so perfectly balanced, so chemically alive, that scientists reached a level of certainty rarely seen in astronomy. Not a maybe, not a possibility, but a planet that appears fully habitable and potentially more life-friendly than Earth. What Webb has found doesn't just suggest life might exist somewhere out there. It suggests we may have finally found it. The breakthrough arrived quietly, buried deep inside infrared data collected as a distant planet passed in front of its star. As the starlight filtered through the planet's atmosphere, specific wavelengths were absorbed, leaving behind a spectral fingerprint. At first, scientists identified familiar molecules: water vapor, methane, carbon dioxide, each one important, each one suggestive. But then came the molecule that changed everything: dimethyl sulfide. On Earth, this compound is produced only by living organisms, not volcanoes, not lightning, not chemistry alone, life. And the signal was not weak. It was strong enough that the probability of it being a mistake dropped below 3 chances in 1,000. In a field where uncertainty is the norm, this level of confidence is extraordinary. The planet, known as K218b, orbits a red dwarf star, 120 light-years away, directly inside the region where liquid water can exist. But unlike the rocky, Earth-like worlds scientists once believed they needed to find, this planet belongs to a different class entirely. A super-Earth, larger, heavier, wrapped in a thick hydrogen-rich atmosphere. And instead of making it hostile, that atmosphere may be exactly what makes it ideal for life. K218b is not balanced on a knife's edge, the way Earth is. Its environment appears remarkably stable. The planet's surface temperature hovers around 125th, warm enough for liquid water, yet cool enough to prevent oceans from boiling away. This temperature is not accidental. The hydrogen-rich atmosphere acts like a planetary blanket, trapping heat and distributing it evenly across the globe. Unlike Earth, where temperature swings between day and night, summer and winter, this world may experience consistent planet-wide conditions. Even the night side, locked in permanent darkness due to tidal locking, remains warm enough to sustain liquid water. Gravity plays a crucial role here. With nearly 3 times Earth's surface gravity, the planet holds onto its atmosphere with ease, preventing it from escaping into space like Mars did billions of years ago. What seems extreme to us may actually be an advantage. Strong gravity, thick atmosphere, stable temperatures. Together they create an environment where life does not need to constantly fight for survival, but can instead focus on growth, complexity and evolution over enormous timescales. The star hosting this planet is a red dwarf, smaller, and cooler than our sun, but far more enduring, while our sun will eventually expand and erase all life on Earth. Red dwarfs burn steadily for trillions of years. That means any life that emerges on a planet like K2-18b has virtually unlimited time to evolve. The planet completes an orbit every 33 days, sitting close to its star, yet receiving almost the same energy per square meter that Earth receives from the Sun. This places it squarely in the habitable zone, but with one crucial difference. The habitable zone around red dwarfs lasts far longer than around stars like ours. Add to that the planet's thick atmosphere, which shields the surface from harmful radiation and redistributes heat globally, and you begin to see why scientists are rethinking everything they believed about habitability. This discovery.
Thank you for sticking with me through another banger. Appreciate you, OG community. You guys have been very supporters of the channel. Let's make sure we keep growing this channel by making sure we sending people this way to subscribe to the OG community. But until the next video, peace and love.